Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is measures of variability, group data, range, variance, standard deviation, and the coefficient of relative variation. So let's have an example. 30 students were given for 80-item examination, and the raw scores are the following. These are the representation of their raw scores. Step 1. Let's determine the highest score and the lowest score by finding the range. Range is equal to highest value minus the lowest value. Let's go back to the example. Let's look for the highest value and the lowest value. Our highest value is 79 and our lowest value is 30. Now, range is equal to 79 minus 30. Therefore, our answer will be 49. Step 2. We get the number of classes using the Sturgis formula, wherein it is represented by letter K. K is equal to 1 plus 3.322 multiplied by the logarithm of n, where n stands for the number of classes. K is equal to 1 plus 3.322 multiplied by the logarithm of 30. Our final answer is this, but we need to round it off. Our final answer will be K is equal to 6. Step 3. Let's find the class interval. Class interval is represented by the symbol of Ci, wherein Ci is equal to range divided by K. Our range is 49. Our K is 6. Therefore, Ci is equal to 49 divided by 6. This is our answer. So our final answer must be rounded off. So our class interval is equal to 8. Let's make a tabular data of measures of variability, group data, range, variance, standard deviation, and the coefficient of relative variation. Let's have first our group frequency data. Our class limits are represented here, which are 30, 38, 46, 54, 62, 70, and 78. All of them are added about 8, which we get the class limits by getting the highest value and the lowest value, adding each their class interval, which is highest value is equal to 79, lowest value is equal to 30, and class interval is equal to 8. So let's proceed to complete the table. We put the number before the first column to complete the class limits. Therefore, 30 to 37, 38 to 45, 46 to 53, 54 to 61, 62 to 69, 70 to 77, 78 to 85. Let's have our frequency. Frequency is represented by letter F, the number who got the scores in the given class limits. Let's look for the number of students who got a score of 30 to 37, 38 to 45, 46 to 53, 54 to 61, 62 to 69, 70 to 77, and 78 to 85. So our frequency here are 30 to 37 got the frequency of 5. 38 to 45, frequency of 2. 46 to 53, frequency of 5. 54 to 61, frequency of 8. 62 to 69, frequency of 5. 70 to 77, frequency of 3. And 78 to 85 have frequency of 2. And let's add the lower limit and upper limit column. We need to have the exact class limits. For lower limit, just subtract 0.5. For upper limit, just add 0.5. As represented, to complete the table, we have the lower limits of 29.5, 37.5, 45.5, 53.5, 61.5, 69.5, and 77.5. While in the upper limit, 37.5, 45.5, 53.5, 61.5, 69.5, 77.5, and 85.5. Let's add another column, which is the midpoint, represented by letter X, in which upper class plus lower class divided by 2. So let's have here 30 plus 37 divided by 2, 38 plus 45 divided by 2, 46 plus 53 divided by 2, 54 plus 61 divided by 2, 62 plus 69 divided by 2, 70 plus 77 divided by 2, and 78 plus 85 divided by 2. We get the answer of 33.5, 41.5, 49.5, 57.5, 65.5, 73.5, and 81.5. So let's have the mean, in which our mean is equal to the summation of fx and summation of f, wherein summation of f is also the total number of class. Mean is represented by x with a line in the upper part. Now, we need to multiply first the frequency and the midpoint to get the fx. So our answers are 5 multiplied by 33.5 is 167.5. 2 times 41.583. 5 times 49.5 is equal to 247.5. 8 times 57.5 times equals 460. 5 times 65.5 is equal to 327.5. 3 times 73.5 is equal to 220.5. And 2 times 81.5 is equal to 163. Let's get the summation of it, which is 1,669. Therefore, we will get the mean 1,669 divided by 30 is equal to 55.63333, or simply 55.63. So now, let's proceed to another column and add the column of mean. So we will put the column here and put the mean, which is 55.63. Let's have another column on the right side, which is x midpoint minus the mean. So now, we use this to get the variance. Variance, we need first to multiply the midpoint and in the mean. So 81.5 times 55.63 is equal to 25.867. And these are our answers. 17.867, 9.867, 1.867, negative 6.133, negative 14.133, negative 22.133. Because our variance is equal to S squared equals to the summation of frequency, the midpoint minus the mean squared divided by frequency, summation of frequency minus 1. So let's proceed to the variance. But before that, since we have the answers of midpoint minus the mean, let's do it each as squared. So 25.867 squared is 669.10. And these are the answers. 69.23, 80, 319.23, 97.36, 3.49, 37.61, 199.74, and 489.87. So let's add another table which represents the um, frequency multiplied by the answers of midpoint minus the mean squared. So our answers in 2 times 669.10 is equal to 1,338.20. And let's do the rest of it. So the answers are 957.69, 486.79, 27.89, 188.07, 399.48, 2,449.35. And our summation is 5,847.47. Now, we can calculate the variance, which is 5,847.47 divided by 30 minus 1. Our answer is 201.64. That is our variance. To get the standard deviation, we just need to take the square root of it, which is variance is equal to square root of variance standard for the standard deviation. So our answer, the squared of 201.64 is 14.20. So let's proceed to the coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation is a type of relative measures of dispersion. It is expressed as the ratio of the standard deviation to the mean. The coefficient of variation is a dimensionless quantity and is usually given as the percentage. It helps to compare two datasets on the basis of the degree of variation. So coefficient of variation is equal to the standard deviation and the mean multiplied by 100%. Coefficient of variation represented by CV is equal to the standard deviation divided by mean multiply 1 by 100%. So our standard deviation is 14.20 and our mean is 53.63. Multiply by 100, we get the coefficient of variation of 25.53%. That's all, and thank you.